We're here at the Aviva Stadium for the MoJoCon RT event, and I'm here with Dan O'Mahony, or Mahoney, whichever way you want to go with this one.
Mahoney, yeah, that's right.
Listen, tell me about ALLie.
So ALLie is a new 360 camera that's just been launched on the market. The company's based here in Dublin, which is great, and we're responsible for all of the European market for the ALLie camera. Our sister company that developed the camera is actually based in the US. So it's a 360-degree camera, as you can see on the screen here behind us. As this is some footage we shot the other day in Grafton Street, and as we move this around, you get the full 360-degree experience. So this is all done via the camera and via a mobile phone app. And with the mobile phone app, you can then, once you record a video, you can load that onto YouTube 360 channel or Facebook 360 channel. So anybody that views that video afterwards has a full immersive experience.
So it's quite a surreal kind of vision as well when you think of it.
It is, and where it gets particularly surreal is when you start using this with the virtual reality goggles. So now you really think you're in the room, and you have to be. Sometimes you have to be a little bit careful. You see people reaching out for stuff that really isn't there. So we always recommend people you should actually sit down when you're doing it, particularly with the VR goggles. But there's a lot of applications for this. For people, for example, for weddings or for events that people can't attend to, particularly with the live streaming, where people can actually really be at the event, see everything that's going on around them. Maybe they can do that from another continent.
So that's fantastic. Say I was in Australia or something and I was missing out on when my sister's getting married or something, and then I can have that virtual experience.
Correct. So I think for people that live overseas, it's a big thing, and to be able to do that live and really look around. I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
So what's your market or target audience at the moment? Who do you find is actually picking this up?
So we were very new out of the gate. So that's the first thing. After the YouTube made their announcement on this live program last week, we're getting orders from all over Europe. Yeah, so we've got orders from Finland, from the Czech Republic, from Belgium. Yeah, we're not quite sure what people are, why they're buying it for, what their applications are, but they're buying it. So what we would see, first of all, for example, if you take a real estate agent, that's someone that might be selling a house. So now they take the ALLie cam, they put in each room as they go around, and now you have a full virtual tour of the home, and it's at a pretty low cost. It's not. People used to do this before, but it was very expensive. Now it's within reach. So that's one example.
There's a great significance for somebody perhaps who's very busy with a business and they really need to send information to somebody about a product or a place. Yeah. That's fantastic news.
But the key thing is that you don't have to be a professional videographer to do it. You just set up the camera, you take out your app on your smartphone, you hit record, and it's done in 360.
There's a lot of fun to this as well, isn't there? Can you see this evolving into an aspect of the entertainment industry, or perhaps something where people could use it even at a kiddies party or...
Absolutely. So we've done it. Like our CEO had a party recently. He had 40 guests over, and he put one of these right in the middle of the table, and he recorded the whole event. So you have to be careful what you say maybe at the table. So you could, So really, I guess for capturing memories or kids' parties. Now you're not just getting one view of what was going on at that party. You can see the whole room.
And it's a very exciting concept. Where did this come from?
So our background actually is in video surveillance. So within the video surveillance business, the CCTV business, you had a thing called a fisheye camera, and this is where you saw all around the room at the one time. So what our company did was we actually took two fisheye cameras, we stitched them back to back, we developed software to allow the video streams to merge together, and that was actually the genesis of the whole thing.
Well, I like your name as well, ALLie, because it encompasses everything. Isn't that? I think that's very clever.
Yeah, I think the idea was you have the selfie picture, so this is the ALLie picture. This is the idea. Yeah.
I won't forget that. I have to say, I think I would love one of those, but it'd probably be a bit dangerous though.
Well, actually, no. You know what? I think it's kind of technology that is becoming into reach of people. I think maybe a person who wants to go on holidays or something to capture everything. For example, or somebody involved in motorsport. So if you're a rallycross driver or something like that, and you put one of these in your camera, so now you get to see what the driver sees. You get to see the co-pilot and the whole thing. And our retail price is €599. So it's quite reasonable. I think it is within reach of people now.
That's fantastic. And also, as you were talking there, I'm thinking of a hospital situation where perhaps you've nurses on call that need to check on a patient. I'm not saying they negate going and visiting, but you have access immediately.
Absolutely. That's a great application, and our company would be very well suited for that, because you can mount this camera anywhere in the room. People can log in, obviously with the privacy settings taken into consideration, but then they can view the whole room at the one time. So I think there's actually a lot of applications for something like that. That's a really good idea.
So rather also, and then the other thing that I think of as a parent as well, when you have a newborn or you have a child or children that you want to watch, and again, I'm not saying that people should go away and should go out of the room or out of the house, but this is something where the security can be coming to the layman, isn't it?
So again, we looked at that kind of nanny cam type or baby cam type application, and it's really useful for that, because again, particularly maybe for babies, but for slightly older kids, for example, so they don't stay in one place, they move around. So you need to be able to look for where they are, and the camera allows you to do that.
You do know now, if they know there's a camera, you're just going to see singing and dancing and versions of Frozen.
Well, yeah. We all have these in our own homes, and you have to, because we like to demo the product, but sometimes you have to remember to switch it off as well. That's important. Yeah.
Well, it's a very exciting idea, and as you say, it's not beyond people's pockets as well, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's getting to that point, or even for commercial applications. Certainly, if somebody is is selling real estate or whatever, that for something like that, before to shoot one home in 360 would have cost them €500. Now for one purchase, they can actually provide their own service to their customers.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me all about ALLie. And if people want to find out more, they can obviously find you.
If you go to alliecam.eu, that's probably the best place to find us. Yeah.
Great stuff. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you.